Hey y'all, I'm so glad. I really appreciate that. One of my peoples from high school showed me how to do a video, put a video on YouTube, how to do a video on YouTube. But this is what I'm gonna do. Whatever video I put on my Facebook, I'm gonna put it on my YouTube page. Now I know what my boyfriend talk about when you now I'm learning how to edit and put the shit on YouTube and stuff like that or whatever and stuff like that. Because I don't want this Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. No, I'm really on TikTok, y'all. Like, I'm on TikTok heavy. And I just learned how to edit it and put my videos on my YouTube page. But we don't want to just talk about, I don't want to just talk about with my YouTube platform. I don't want to just talk about this. I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about everything. We could talk about. I want to talk about relationships or whatever and stuff like that. I want to talk about nails, hair, or whatever. I just got done. I think was it 2 hours ago? Was it 2 hours ago or something like that? I just got off the phone with Empire Beauty School. I'm going back to school. I can't take it. My mom said no, because and then you know what really pissed me off when they be like, when my mom, this is my mom, a prime example. My mom is the prime example of a mom of, you don't want to do too much. Mom, I have been home when I stopped working in 2023. I'm not the type to just sit here and just be chilling. I'm not for it. I'm not the type to just sit here and do absolutely nothing. I am not for it. Like, I really could sit here and say, I'm not for it. Like, I'm not for to stay home all day, every day, and do absolutely nothing, knowing I'm able to do something. You know what I mean? Some people will be like, damn, Toya, some people, I love working. If I didn't have epilepsy or whatever, I would be at work right now. You know what I mean? Like, I like the work. I like the stuff. Like, I'm enrolled myself back in cosmetology school and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got I got money that I'm supposed to get or whatever. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And whatever. And people ask me, so where do you get your money from? My money is government. It's Social Security, disability, government. That's literally government money. That money been owed to me. That money been owed to me. Look, you know what I mean? I have to have that money. You know what I mean? And one thing in my mind, I'm gonna tell you, I want somebody to see my live, and I hope when people see my live, they could give my mom messages or whatever, and be like, yo, your daughter be saying all the right stuff about you. You know what I mean? Because my mom made me worry. My mom made me worry. She like, no, I'm not hardly lazy. If it wasn't for epilepsy, I would be at work right now. Or whatever. I'll be right at work right now. I will be doing something with myself. I like being a daycare teacher. I like filing income tax. I like getting income tax money. I like getting pension. I like getting 401k. I don't like getting 401k. Look, like, I love this shit. If it wasn't for the epilepsy, my boyfriend would be like, when you come home from work, he would have been on me, be like, baby, when you come home, because I like to work or whatever. I know about 401k. I know about pension. I had 2 city jobs for Camden. The mayor, when I was working for the city of Camden, the mayor used to give me birthday cards and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I might still got them. But, you know what I mean? I might still got them, but there's a simple fact I'm saying ain't nothing lazy about Toya. And I told my mom. Like, today I woke up this morning, I woke up early, and then I took my medication. I ate first and then took my medication and went to sleep, and then I woke up again mad. Because that sitting still thing, the only reason why I'm not working is the epilepsy. Because if I didn't have epilepsy, I'd be out there working my ass off. And my mom said this to me today. I love my mom so much. I hope my mom could live for 30, 40 years. You know what I mean? Because my mom said to me in the car today, she said, Toya, when you going through something, she said, I know you getting tired of being home every day. I get tired of being home every day. I can't wait to when I do get paid. You know what I mean? I'll get me a new vacuum cleaner and just clean the shit out of it. I must figure out how to get this sofa out of here or whatever and stuff like that. Or whatever and stuff like that, and do something else to this apartment or whatever and stuff like that. But I'm not lazy or whatever. I'm not lazy. I'm a former daycare teacher. If it wasn't for this epilepsy, I would be at work right now. I love filing income tax. I love income tax time. I know you're like, Toy, that's why my tattoos, I'm gonna be real with y'all. My tattoos that I got on my body is from income tax money. I know you're like, Toy, are you serious? I'm not making this shit up. Because we both know the way I was working hard as hell. Working my ass off. Some of these tattoos come from income tax money. I hate it. I hate being home every day. I don't know. That's why I sit there and sit, like I said to my boyfriend. I'm like, you can get me pregnant and all this stuff. You can get me pregnant and everything. It's not going to stop me. A baby, this is why I'm telling you, I'm not making this shit up. Every relationship that I have been in, the man would try to get me pregnant just to stop me. A baby will never stop Toya. A baby, look. A baby won't stop me. I was never the type that's just be still. I don't know what is. Every Scorpio person I've met, or whatever, is all over the place. Me, I like to work. I like income tax money. I like pension. When I was working, I had 2 city jobs for Camden. I was working at the Parking Authority over there, the City of Camden Parking Authority over there by the waterfront, downtown by the waterfront. I was doing that. That's a city job. Not everybody can get a city job. I had 2 of them. At the City of Camden Parking Authority and then the City of Camden Crossing Guard. Both of them jobs, I got pension and 401k. So you do the math. I'm sitting on my money the way I'm supposed to. This money wasn't given to me quick either. It took a while for me to get it. Or whatever. And then let me bust y'all up on this one. Don't think 1 minute that when you get in a low income apartment or a low income or a Section 8 and stuff like that it's easy to get it. It's not easy to get it for me. It was not. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Ain't nothing been easy for Toya. Victoria's never had nothing easy. That's what I'm trying to tell people. I only been with you for almost a year. You hardly know me. But at the same damn time, nothing been easy for me at all. I don't get food stamps. Or whatever. Before I got the money that I got, I was on welfare. You know how much? You know how long it took me to get this shit? See, this stuff, I know y'all like, so you just telling your stuff because I want you to understand. I want everybody to understand that ain't nothing that been easy for me at all. Ain't nothing been easy for me. I'm gonna let you know now. It's not. I'm telling you, I'm about to be real with y'all. It's not easy as you think it is. It's not easy to get a low income apartment or whatever. It's not easy like that. You know what I mean? It's not easy to get a low income apartment. It's not easy to get a Section 8. It's not easy. My ex-boyfriend, I used to want to smack the shit out of him because it's not easy. It's not easy as you think it is. This shit is not an easy thing. This is a process. If it wasn't for the epilepsy, like I said, if it wasn't for that, I would be at work right now. Like I said, I love income tax time. I love pension. I love 401k. Some of my cousins like, Toy, what's that mean? Look, and then I tell them. My mom said to me today in the car, Toy, your resume is off the up. My sister said this to me too, and my brother. Toy, your resume is up the roof. That's why my brother always wanted me. This is why my brother always wanted me to be like a correctional officer. This is why my brother wanted me to be a cop. I know you're like, Toya, she said, my brother, listen when I tell you, my brother Andre wanted me to be a cop. Because I don't have no background. I don't got no criminal background. So therefore, when you don't have a criminal background, you are free agent gang. That's why my brother always told me, like, I should be a correction officer. Then my aunt sit there and said, don't tell her that. She too pretty to be a correction officer. I never heard that shit before. You too pretty to be a correction officer. I ain't think that was possible. Too pretty to be a cop. You know what I mean? Look. And stuff like that. But because I don't have a criminal background, so it's easy for me to get everything. But like I told you, I'm gonna be real fucking honest with you in everything I love. I don't know what people think about Toy. I don't know what y'all think. Everything is easy for Toy. Ain't nothing easy for Toy at all. Toy don't get nothing easy. I'm telling you. I don't know why even my boyfriend with now ain't nothing been easy for me, yo. I'm dead ass serious. I told him I'm gonna give you the rundown. Get my first apartment, put the furniture in myself. Furnish your first apartment by myself. The second apartment, furniture and put extra stuff in there by myself, or get a little bit of help. That'll be nice. But majority of the time, guess what, y'all? Don't let nobody tell you that it's easy to get a low income apartment because they fucking lying. Okay? It takes 2 years for you to get low income. And Section 8, you better have the right kind of money to get Section 8. You know what I mean? The right kind of money to get Section 8. Low income, I'm about to bust y'all motherfucking bubble right now. I'm about to have everybody in shock. Low income apartments, they want at least, I'm being real with it right now because I've been in this apartment, 9 years. When you get in a low income apartment, they want at least 300, 400 security deposit for you to get in here, plus first month's rent. I know y'all like, dick. So that's like what? That's like at least $600, $700, right? I know y'all like, Toy, are you serious? Look, man, ain't nothing easy for me. I hate when people think that shit about me. Oh, Toy, it's easy for Toy. You don't, no, the fuck it ain't. It ain't easy for me. When I run stuff like that, the only thing that slowed me down is the epilepsy. Because if it wasn't for that, if I had, for real, if I could go without having epilepsy for 3-4 years, I'll be good. Just let me get what I want. And so I don't have to have, I don't like having seizures, y'all. I just want to get to the top the right way. Everybody doing everything, everybody doing the highway, and everybody is doing it the way so it could be easy for them. Ain't nothing been easy for me. You know how long it took me to get an apartment? Ain't nothing easy about getting an apartment. I don't know why people think, so it's easy. No, the fuck it's not, man. It's not easy for me. You keep sitting there thinking that, what's so easy? No, man. It is not. Listen, it is not what you think it is. It is not. Listen, low income apartment, Section 8, the whole 9, it is not what you think it is, yo. Okay? It is not what you think it is. Look, I'm telling you the fucking truth. Don't let nobody sit here and tell you some bullshit. It is not what you think it is. The only reason things slow me down is the seizures. It's not what you think it is. I done had 2 seizures this month. In March. 2 in March. So it's not what you think it is, yo. It is not. If you sit here, if anybody sit there and tell you, oh, it's easy as fuck to get in, it's easy as fuck to get inside a Section 8 or a low income apartment, they lying to you. It took me at least 2 to 3 years to get in here. My boyfriend said, are you fucking serious? Yeah. And guess what? Because I filled out a lot of applications all over New Jersey, I forgot I even applied here. You know what I mean? Everybody thinking ain't nothing easy for Toya. Toya ain't never had nothing easy. Just like my first apartment. It took me 3 to 4 years to get it. I know y'all like, are you fucking serious, Toya? Yeah, and I was only living there for 4 years. 4 or 5. Or whatever. And then this one, 9 years. No, it's not what I'm telling you. When people tell you some bullshit, don't believe the shit, yo. Or whatever. Low income apartment, it takes a long fucking time for you to get in here. It is not no easy shit. You don't get no apartment in a year. I had to wait two years. And then because I filed so many apartments all over New Jersey, I forgot I applied here. You know what I mean? I know y'all like, so you fucking serious? I forgot I applied here. And then they called me in 2017 and told me I got the apartment. Shouldn't have run. I'm sitting up here mad as a motherfucker. I sat there, got the apartment, and looked at my mom. Because I was living with her at the time. So what the fuck I'm going to get the security deposit from? Look. I'll bust my ass, though. I was on my head. I was running around with no head. Trying to get that security deposit. Plus first month's rent. So that's bullshit that they be saying to you like, oh, it's so easy. It took me like 2-3 years to get in here. And then, like I said, I filed different apartments. 15 or maybe 16 applications in different apartments. Literally forgot that I applied here. Because I done applied everywhere else in New Jersey. I know you're like, Toya, are you fucking serious? I everywhere, y'all. I'm not making this shit up. So when they called my ass, I'm like, huh? What? I forgot. Miss Pat said, you got the apartment. Look. And I've been here for 9 years now. So like that's why I sit there and say people, and then one of my ex fiance be like, why you be at the apartment so damn long? Because I don't like moving. I know y'all like, Toya, for real. No, listen when I tell you, when to be real with it, when it's time for you to move to somewhere else, and you realize how much furniture you got, that's why you end up being here more than 9-10 years. That's why motherfuckers been in their apartments for 15, 13, and 12 years. 15, 17, 16, don't nobody want to move. Once you move, that's it. You don't want to move nowhere else. That's why some motherfuckers end up staying in apartments more than 9 years. I've been here 9. After a while, what do you want? And then when you about to move, this is the funniest shit ever. I'm not making this shit up. When you about to move and you realize how much furniture you got. You know what I mean? When I got this apartment here, I said, oh, I got the apartment, so I had to bust my ass. I had to go all over the place to go get help from my family. And it was always my brother, his sister, and my mom. Had to go all over the place for security deposit plus first month's rent. Oh. And then my brother and my stepdad, man, we gotta go to U-Haul. We gotta go to U-Haul storage and get toy furniture out. You know how hard that was? Yeah, we gotta go get toy furniture out of U-Haul storage and shit. Yeah, look. And then you realize how much furniture you got, and you like, how be damn. What the fuck? You know what I mean? There's a lot of reasons why people end up being in their apartments longer than they should. Because don't nobody want to move. Moving is not easy. They make that shit look like it's the walk in the park, and it's not. And then they sit here, Toy got it. And I hate that word. Can y'all please stop saying that to me? Toy got it good. No, I don't. No, I don't. Toy don't got it good. Toy don't got nothing easy. Ain't nothing been easy for me at all. And stuff. Or whatever. People crack me up when they say that to me. Whatever. Oh, Toy, you got it good. You got it good and shit. No, I don't. It's hard. You think it was easy for me to get here? No. It's not easy to get here. It took me 2 years to get in here. I know you're like, Toya, you serious? Yeah. That's why I said they called me in 2017. And I moved in around July. And that's why I've been hearing people like, well, and everybody, so you've been there a long time. I don't like moving, yo. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like moving, yo. I don't like, that's when you realize how much furniture you got when you move. Okay? When you realize that you got a lot of fucking furniture, and and this is why people end up being in their apartment so long, because they don't want to move. Moving is not easy. That shit hard as hell, because you got that big ass furniture and stuff. You gotta put it in the motherfucking U-Haul truck. Motherfucker. You gotta put that shit in the motherfucking U-Haul truck and shit like that. And then I got mad because then I had to get a bigger U-Haul truck. And this shit, and they make it shit seem like it's so, they make that shit seem so, oh, it's so nice. Man, it's so fucking hard. Or whatever. It's not easy like y'all think it is. Toy don't got no walking. It is not a walk in the park for Toy. Toy ain't never had nothing given to her. I struggle just like everybody else. Or whatever. I struggle just like everybody else. Ain't nothing easy for Toya. I don't know why motherfuckers think Toya got the easy slate. I never had no easy slate. Never. The money that I get, you know how long it took me to get it? I know y'all like, Toya, you serious? It took me like 5 years to get it. I know y'all like, are you fucking serious? Yes. So that's what I'm sitting here saying. Ain't nobody, it's not no walk in the park. It's like I told my stepdad, it is not what you think it is. It is not what you, it's not what you think. I tell anybody that. Anybody with epilepsy too. It is not what you think it is. Sitting here 41 years old and can't drive until you clear the drive. Because I can't be on the road, because if I get a seizure in the car, 9 out of 10, I'm going to kill myself and the person on the road. So I try to avoid that shit. I can't do nothing. I can't get in the pool. I can't go to the park. I can't go to no amusement park. I can't go to no carnivals. I can't go to the beach and get in the water. I can't get in the pool either. Look. I know you're like, so, yeah. I'm dying to get in the pool. The epilepsy did something. But guess what it didn't do? It's not going to stop me from going back to, it's not going to stop me from going back to cosmetology school to get my certification and all that. I'm a Scorpio. All we know is the move around. That's all we do know is the move around. I ain't never met a Scorpio yet that just want to be still. Look, shoot. That's how I end up pregnant back in December, because I stayed still so damn long. Look, I know y'all like, well, yeah, I miscarried I lost the baby in January 29th or whatever. See? You see what's up? You see what happens when you stay still? Look, you see what happens when you stay still? Look. Go ahead, stay still all you want. Do I need therapy for that? I try to block it out. It really hurts, though. Yeah, it really hurts. Losing it, miscarriage. Oh, yeah, that shit hurt. My cramps ain't like they used to be. They on some different type of level shit. And I'm not making this shit up. And I'm sitting here, and so I'm sitting there, that losing the baby, that shit hurt real bad. My stomach pains ain't like how it was normal and all. It's not like it was when I was a teen. This shit is on a different level. I told my mom, I said, I'd rather be pregnant again, Mom. She was like, Toy, no, for real. And she told me in the car today, she said, you know, every pregnancy is different. Just like the last pregnancy, the next pregnancy will be probably at ease or whatever. She said you might get some symptoms, but not all of them. That's what she used to say to me. Because I lost the baby January 29th. I was 10 weeks and 4 days. I was almost 4 months or whatever. And that hurts so bad. So when it hurts so bad, 9 out of 10, I'm going like, okay, so you're going to block it out. People going to ask me, my cousin, my age, I was you. My cousin, my age, she said, to be pregnant at 41, if I was you, I'd try again. You know, my damn OBGYN told me the same shit. I mean, I got a real OBGYN. Like, she literally is like, you should try again. I was like, but I'm really like trying to do a healing process or whatever and stuff like that. Because I know like if I stay still any longer, 9 out of 10, I'm going to get knocked up again. Because come to find out, I did a lot of research on my tablet and phone and stuff. If you done miscarry, I miscarried back in January. You know how easy it's going to be for me to get pregnant again? Because I'm so fertile, it don't make no sense. And now I'm sitting here scared, hoping, praying. I'm praying and hoping to God that I get my menstrual cycle in April. I'm hoping. If it don't happen, we already know, because I made an appointment already. Because I ain't been feeling too hot. One thing about me, once I throw up and my chest hurt and got unnecessary cramps, that's just unbelievable. Like I just told you, my cramps is not like they was. They're different. I know you're like, Toy, for real? And they different than they used to be. When I start feeling my chest hurting, my boobs hurting, and my getting nauseous 24/7, I already know what's going on. I already know what it is. Or whatever. And I'm sitting here praying. I'm looking at the calendar. Tomorrow's the 31st and stuff. And we about to go into April. And I'm praying to God. Look, God, look. I know it's kind of too early for this. Look. It's probably too early. Please, please. I'm hoping, praying to God. It come in April. Or whatever. You know what I mean? And my mom's always told me, she'd be like, baby, every pregnancy is different. My mom always told me that. I was like, every pregnancy, she said, Toya, every pregnancy different. Not every pregnancy is the same. Every pregnancy is different because that baby, every time when you and your lover sit there and plant that seed or whatever and stuff like that, every baby is different and every baby got his own personality. Like me and my mom, now mind you, my mom had 4 kids. My mom had 3 daughters and 1 son. We got all different personality, and I'm not making this shit up. I could be goofy. I could be real. I could be serious with you. I could be cold at times, because with a Scorpio got a cold-blooded way about her. A Scorpio is cold-blooded at her. I will sit there and say something to you and like really like, I done did that to my sister, my sister or whatever, especially my oldest sister Sean, and she's way older than me, so she's a Leo. Lynette is a Pisces. Lynette, I don't know, for some reason me and Lynette always had a crazy sister bond or whatever. But me and my cousin, we are both Scorpio, so it's like talking to yourself. And when you're like, Toy, for real? Yeah. And when I say that, she laughs at me or whatever. And then my cousin just had a birthday. She just got into being 4 years old. So when my other cousin, my age, same age as me, literally the same age, born the same year, the same month, different day. When I told her I miscarried, she said, oh my God, Toy, you gotta try again. I said, I gotta see if this beautiful person wants to, because I don't, you know what I mean? You can't just, you know what I mean? You gotta see if he feel like, because when we lost it in January, we was crushed. I had a master plan for that baby. A master plan, look. But like I said, my mom told me, Toy, you know, you lost it. You know, it's going to be easy. She's telling me that in the car today. You know, it's going to be easy for you to get pregnant. It's going to be real quick and easy for you to get pregnant again. I said, Mom, really? She said, I'm telling you, you better research, Toy. Or ask some of them on your messenger on Facebook. Ask them women, is it easy to get pregnant after a miscarriage? She said, and then if you get pregnant again, that baby got his own personality. So 9 out of 10, this baby might mace. She said, this baby going to probably survive. or whatever. And I was like sitting there, I listened to her in the car. Because today, like I said, I woke up this morning pissed off. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I am not, like I said in the beginning of this life, I am not the type that just sit around and shit. This is not, I'm not used to this shit. This shit is like irritating. Y'all should be happy as shit that you got a job. And you could go to work every day. Because that stay at home shit or whatever and stuff like that. By the time, if I stay home any longer, I'm going to redo my whole apartment. And I did a little bit of that already. And my boyfriend helped me. But I'm telling you, if I stay here for any couple months of the summer, 9 out of 10, I was like I told my mom in the car, I said, I'm gonna make my kitchen I'm gonna turn my kitchen to pink. I was sitting there, my mom stared at me in the car. I said, I'm gonna change my damn kitchen to Pink Panther. My mom said, what? I told my boyfriend the same thing because my favorite color is pink or any kind of pink. Well, I'm gonna change my kitchen to Pink Panther. Look. Pink Panther, yeah. Well, everything in there, cause I had a little thing for my kitchen. It was like rainbow, different color pots and pans and shit like that. No, everything. I'm gonna figure out how to get pots and pans that's pink, and it's gonna be Pink Panther in this bitch. My mom said, "Are you serious?" Toya, stop. No, I'm serious. If I stay here, that's why I need to go to school. If I stay in this apartment any longer than any couple months longer, the kitchen is going to turn to Pink Panther. Pink Panther. It's going to turn to Pink Panther. I'm even going to change the trash can and everything. Everything will be in there pink. Pink pots and pans. Pink kitchen utensils. Forks and knives is pink. My mom said, I'm dead serious. I'm gonna have my boyfriend don't want to go in the kitchen because it's gonna be straight up Pink Panther in there. But if I stay in this apartment any longer, any more couple months, I'm remodeling my kitchen. Then everything is going. I'm not gonna throw because some of the stuff my mom bought me some pots and pans. But guess what? We're gonna find a way to get pink the pots and pans and shit. I'm mad right now, too, because I was going to get me a pink microwave. Everything is going... My mom said, Toy, everything going to be in there pink. I just bought me some pink plates. I'm like, Toy, I'm pink and purple plates. Look, my boyfriend going to be like, oh, my God, the trash can is red. I'm about to change it to pink. I'm going to find a way to get a pink trash can. There's going to be Pink Panther in this bitch. I'm going to have everybody sitting up here like, yeah, it's going to straight look like Pinky in the Brain in the damn kitchen. Because if I stay here any longer than a couple months and be bored like I am, 9 out of 10, I'm going to redo the damn kitchen. Even the tea cutter going to be pink. I know you're like, the forks and knives and spoons going to be pink. The pots and pans going to be pink. I already got purple and pink plates and cups. Got it from Temu. Listen, he gonna be like, I don't know. Everything gonna be in there pink. It's gonna be straight up pink in there. If I stay here in this apartment any more than a couple months at a time, I'm gonna be doing a lot of remodeling in this bitch. I'm telling you, like, especially the kitchen. Like, or whatever. I'm gonna fuck around and have pink carpet in the kitchen and all that shit. They gonna... Toya, you fucking said, yes, it's going to be Pink Panther in there. I'm going to try to figure out, guess what? I'm going to figure out, see if I can get Pink Panther, towels or something like that to go in the kitchen. Look, I'm like, you're like, Toya, are you fucking serious? I'm dead serious, yo. So I've been here for 9 years, right? And with this epilepsy, I can't do much of nothing, right? Well, look, I guess I'm going to be remodeling the kitchen. And it's going to be Pink Panther in this bitch because I'll be bored as a motherfucker. Look. And you can play so many video games. And I'm more pissed off than a motherfucker because I broke my nail drill. Can't do nails. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting there staring at it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, if I stay here any longer, and it's about to be April, like I told my boyfriend today, if I stay in this bitch, I woke up mad. So, therefore, if I gotta stay here for another couple months, I'm going to change the kitchen around. The maintenance man going to be like, when you keep fucking with me, I might fucking paint that shit pink. Like for real. Like, my mom said, Toy, listen when I tell you. I'll figure out something. Shoot, I like to do stuff like that anyway. It's like I sit there and say, I'm sitting there, I'm living in my apartment for 9 years. So, you know, I'm funny. I'm really picky. You ain't gonna never see my blinds broke or ripped. If they get, I told my mom that in the car today. If it get like that, 9 out of 10, I'm gonna take the blinds off. I know you're like, are you sure? I'm dead serious, y'all. I'm not playing. This is not a game. This is real life. I am tired of staying home all day, every day. I'm not used to it. I'm not built for it. I don't like being like this. I woke up mad. You know what I mean? I don't like being home all day, every day. How fun is that? What makes that be so much fun? Shoot. How much fun do how is that fun? Being home every day. I wish I could work, man. That is weird as hell. Maybe because the water is really really, I love this spring water. Maybe the water is like really like trying to come out. I'm not playing. I need some water and stuff like that. But I'm dead serious. If I stay here any longer, fucking longer, and stay up in here for a couple months longer, I'm gonna redo the kitchen. Like I'm telling you, everything gonna be. I'm gonna change everything. Y'all, my mom go like, Toy, yeah, look like Pink Panther, yeah. The theme, I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. The theme gonna be Pink Panther. I'm not playing. Look, I'm gonna make it where my boyfriend like, I'm not cooking in here. Look, my boyfriend, his fucking kitchen is blue every fucking way. Look, I'm not sitting up here looking like I'm gonna be just like him. Look. It's either pink or some nice, good, cute little pretty color purple or something like that. Like, for real. I've been here for 9 years. I'm not looking at moving no time soon. Because moving is not moving. I wish they stop lying to people. Moving is not what you think it is. Moving is not fun or whatever. And guess what? My people from high school, I graduated high school with, literally showed me how to edit my YouTube. Because I got YouTube, y'all. With Toya Patterson, 8092. I know y'all like Toy for it. Yeah, I got a YouTube page. I'm gonna start putting videos on there. I'm gonna probably put talk about nails and hair and stuff like that. Y'all, this is a wig and stuff like that. That's why I'm sitting here saying to myself, like, I'm praying to God I get my menstrual cycle in April, because like I saw these. I saw I first talked to a neurologist first. And she said to me, for you to get your hair to grow back, because I got alopecia real bad. I mean, it's real bad. Like, I have no edges. I have nothing. I have hair on the top. But all this back here, right here, is just no hair. Alopecia tore, and coming to find out, and like I'll tell you, I'm so glad y'all, some girls, some women was on my life. Please do, if you stressing or you going through something like that, or you stressed out or something like that, do not stress too much, because you can lose your hair. And then at the age I am, it's gonna be easy for me to lose my hair. So I ain't find it. Everybody know about Bastin leather. So I bought that offline and stuff like that. And it stopped my hair from falling out. So that's why I got a lot of hair like this. I got a lot of hair all like this. But like the back, the side, the edges and all that. Listen, y'all know me my whole life. Y'all know Tweety got long hair. Look. You know what I mean? And that's from alopecia, and my dad don't got good gray hair at all. Anyway, let me stop talking about my dad. But he don't. That's why he shaved all his off, because he knew his hair was going to fall out. But I'm a female. So the neurologist is like, this is what I'm going to tell you to buy. And then when she told me to buy it, and then I start seeing it on Facebook and Instagram and shit. And then I'm looking at the other females, how their hair fell out, and then they start taking the vitamins, and their hair grew back in 8 weeks. And their hair looked like how mine look without this wig on. I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to buy this. I do not want to get pregnant right away. Like I want my hair to grow and stuff like that, or whatever. And it was trying to grow when I was on prenatal vitamins, but look, you know what I mean. I know y'all like too. From my pregnancy, I got a lot of prenatals left. I can still probably get refills, but that's why I'm trying to make this appointment. Or whatever, or only because I have an appointment on April 10th, and I'm just hoping, because my mom did say that. She said it's easy, it's very quick, she said, do you know how fertile you are now? I said, Mom, really? She said, man, you fertile as hell. She said, you gotta be careful when he too. She's like I told you, every pregnancy is different. He might fuck around and give you twins this time. You never know. Like, that's how fertile you are. I'm like, Mom, stop scaring me. She said, no, I'm not scaring you and shit. She said, you so damn fertile and shit. If he touched you, probably get pregnant. She said, I'm telling you, like, watch your little baby. Watch your lover. I'm telling you. Look. Because when I ain't gonna lie to y'all, when I found out I was pregnant back in December, I found out I was pregnant before Christmas. So I found out I was pregnant, like, December 22nd. But I guess what, y'all, I didn't know. I had no fucking clue. I thought I had the flu. I thought I had the bad cold or the flu. Like, I had flu symptoms. I had all kinds of stuff happening, all symptoms. So I couldn't even catch on to if it was that, man. And then I'm going to be real with y'all. I always be honest with y'all. Y'all know me my whole life. Y'all know me since I was a little ass girl. I didn't know, you know what I mean? I was sitting here and you see with me, you know how some females, they could take a urine test and find out they pregnant. It's not like that for me. I gotta take like a blood pregnancy test to find out if I'm pregnant or not. I can't take a urine. The baby don't pee when I pee. It's not gonna show up like that. It show up when I get blood. I know y'all like, Toya, are you serious? Yes. I found out my blood type and all that stuff. Like, cause I really was crushed when I lost it. But besides the point, and that's what I'm sitting here saying, like, I have master plan. That's what I'm hoping it come in April. You know what I mean? Because if it don't, I'm still trying to get them vitamins though, or whatever. Because she said, the neurologist said, you gotta grow your hair from the inside. I said, huh? Yeah, you gotta grow your hair from the inside. You gotta take these hair vitamins and grow your hair from the inside. And I was like, and then I looked at I said, damn, they hair look like mine. Mind y'all know me my whole life. Naira, Anna, y'all know me since I was a little ass girl. Y'all know damn good well I had a lot of fucking hair. Or whatever. On my damn head. I had so much hair to the point that's why, and my mom was like, no, I know why and then you wonder why I want to get tattoos on my arms. So I can get rid of I got hair. Hair. I was mad about that. I got hair on my arms. I'm too much of a woman to have that. So I be mad. But you can't see it because, you know what I mean? It's like thin little bit of hair. But I don't want to have that shit. But when I went to the doctors for a mild seizure, I had a mild seizure. It wasn't that bad, but I had a little mild seizure. So I went to the ambulance took me or whatever. I don't even remember falling out. My mom found me and my boyfriend found me on her. Took me to the hospital December 22nd. He gave me all the tests or whatever. I told him, I don't feel good at all. I feel like I got the flu or something. I feel like I'm always throwing up and I feel like I got the flu. Like, it don't feel like nothing else but the flu. Man, doctor came back. He looked at me. He looked like he was, the emergency doctor looked like he was scared as hell to say anything to me. He's like, I can't give you nothing. I was like, huh? Yeah, I can't give you no medicine for your pain. I said, I can't give you nothing. He said, you really feel like you got the flu symptoms? I was like, yeah, it's exactly what it feel like, but my chest feel like, my boobs feel like they about to pop. Like they hurt it that bad. He's like, I can't give you nothing, you pregnant. I don't know how far along you are. He said, but you definitely pregnant. He said, because that it posted up, that popped right up on your blood, or whatever, and stuff like that. And I would tell any woman, if you really want to figure out how far along you is in your pregnancy, don't take no urine test, yo. I tell any female that, don't take a urine test. If you really want to know how far you is, take a blood pregnancy test. That's going to give you accuracy quickly. Like, I found out, I ain't tell my boyfriend because we already lost the baby, so I ain't want to tell him. Because I would have really, if I would have told him the gender of the baby, 9 to 10, that would have broke him down. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to sit here and tell you the baby's gender because I'm sure he's my friend on Facebook. So if he see this live, he's going to be in fucking tears. Look. But, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it picks up on everything. The blood pregnancy test, that shit picked up on everything. And then they did another test on me so I could find out the gender. Mind you, I was 10 weeks, about to be 10 weeks and 4 days. So I was about to go right into being 4 months. See, 10 weeks and 4 days is 3 months. And I was just about to go into 4 months. Almost about to go to, whatchamacallit. And then I lost it. I know y'all like, y'all, I don't want no woman. I really don't. I said this in my other lives so many times. I don't want y'all women to have no fucking miscarriages. Because that pain, my cramps, like I said, my cramps is not the same. If I get cramps, we already know what it is. If I get cramps or whatever and stuff like that and stuff. But when I found out I was pregnant, they put me on prenatal and every other vitamins quick as hell. When I found out I was pregnant and they did the blood test, when I found out I was pregnant, I was 8 weeks. I was 8 weeks and 4 days. Yeah. And I'm high risk. So my boyfriend is right. I do need to lose a little bit of weight. Or whatever. And stuff like that. I really do need to lose a little bit of weight. Because when I got pregnant, I was sitting up here. You see me, y'all. Y'all saw me. Making all sweet potato. I was making sweet potato pies every 2 weeks. Because I had the sweet tooth real bad. Real bad. I had the sweet tooth bad as hell. But guess what, y'all? My symptoms is something. My symptoms is weird. That's why I'm praying to God right now. Look, praying when April hit. I'm praying, y'all, because I have the symptoms that I had the last time I was pregnant. I got them same symptoms. Okay, I know y'all like, Toya, you serious? And I don't want to sit here and be tripping all in my head and stuff. Or whatever and stuff like that. Because like I said, that miscarriage crushed me in half. You know what I mean? I was crying for days. Or whatever and stuff like that. So I'm hoping, praying. I'm hoping, praying to God. I get my time in a month. It's not, I don't want no baby, but I think it's too soon. So I don't, you know what I mean? I think it's too soon. Because when it happened, I lost it in January. This is March going to April. I don't want to be all quick and fast with it, but you never know with Superman, because that's what my mom called my man. She called him Superman because how quick he got me pregnant. Look. Because look what happened. The last time I got pregnant, I was 22 years old. And I had a stillborn. My baby, literally died inside me when I was 22 years old. And I had no prenatals. I knew something was up. Or whatever and stuff like that. But this time, I waited all years later, turn 41, get pregnant. You know what I mean? My mom said Superman. She called him Superman. Because it's easy for me to get pregnant again. Look. I know that iced tea that I had, breast iced tea, because I haven't had it in so long. That shit tastes so damn good. And whatever. And y'all, I'm pissed, y'all. Like, I need a nail drill. I need a nail drill so bad. I can't take it. I need a nail drill bad as hell. It's such an unhappy situation when you can't do your nails. Because I refuse to, like, go to the nail salon and do my nails. And I tell you, y'all, every time I get my nails done at the nail salon, that's when it makes me miss Camden. Because every time, if I get my nails, I live in Pine Hill, so if I get my nails done out here, they don't last that long. Yeah. So, and you know what I mean? If y'all working, y'all got a job, be appreciative of your job. Like, when you go to work, go to work smiling. Because, y'all, I want to work so bad and I can't. You know what I mean? I want to work. I can't do nothing. I gotta wait and shit. But, you know what I mean? And my mom said, just give yourself some time. I'm like, Mom, I've been out of work. I started working in 2023, Mom. This is 2026. I'm going crazy over here. Shoot, I feel like I should be a bat and stand upside down or some shit, cause it's just boring. I don't know how people do it. Like, I feel like a bat. Like, I should just be laying right upside down and some shit, cause it seems like I just like. And we ain't even gonna talk about my mental health. My mental health is all right, but like I said, losing my baby made my mental health do a shift. It shift my mental health. Look. Like I said, y'all can hit me. Y'all can see my videos on YouTube. Because these videos is going to be on my YouTube. Some of my YouTube pages, I'm going to be doing nails. Or whatever. I'm going to edit the video just like they do on YouTube. And I said, I'm going to master this shit. Because, you get money for... You get money off of YouTube. Like, I found out with YouTube, if you get 1,000... views, you get money for that. If you get like 12,000 views, you will definitely gonna get money for that. Or whatever. I'm figuring YouTube out because this video is gonna be on my YouTube page, and people be sitting there. My cousin my age is doing broadcasts and videos on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here looking at her subscribers like, I want to be able to get a lot of subscribers on my Instagram because I don't have enough people on my Instagram page or whatever and stuff like that. Now I know what my boyfriend is talking about, because my boyfriend is a streamer, but he's also a music producer. So he edit his own stuff or whatever and stuff like that. And everything and stuff like that. And I look at his, I mean, y'all can see his music on YouTube. He got music on YouTube and Spotify or whatever. Like, he don't want to be, but he don't want to be a rapper. But I swear, I'm gonna be real with you on some real shit. My boyfriend should be a rapper though, because the shit, like his rapping, like his lyrics, his rapping is off the fucking chain or whatever. Like. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh God, I'm just hoping, praying to God, y'all. Facebook friends, pray for me. I'm hoping in April I'll get my time of the month. If it don't come, you already know what it is. And I'm sitting here talking about some hair vitamins and shit like that. And I'm not gonna be able to do that shit if I'm with fucking what Beyonce say. She didn't even say pregnant. I'm with child. Look. If you with child, I can't take that shit up. But for real. So I learned how to do my YouTube. All you gotta do is teach me one time, and I master that shit, or whatever. Because this video is gonna be on YouTube. My mental health is okay. It's okay, y'all. It's just when something like that happens to you, it's like grief. Because you know how long I've been grieving about Lynette. That's probably why my hair fell out too, and I was stressed out. Mental health is so important. People don't talk about it enough, and sometimes it's a touchy subject, and people don't like talking about it. People will be all shook to talk about mental health or whatever, but that's your brain. Like, you really got to be good with your with your brain, because if you're not, you're going to be a done deal. And then they want to put you in mental hospitals and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be real with you. I've been in and out of mental hospitals since I was 27. I stopped being in and out of mental hospitals when I was 37. I'm 41 now. So therefore, I'm sitting here saying it's okay at the point they put you in the mental hospital so you don't hurt yourself no further than you did. So that's why they will put you in the mental hospital and stuff like that. But I got all kinds of damn shit. That's why I said I need to be starting doing videos on YouTube and stuff. I got borderline personality disorder. I know y'all like whatever and stuff like that. Like, I didn't have a birthday card for my mom. My mom's birthday just passed. I ain't had no birthday card for her, but I wrote her a letter. And with a person, and this is real shit, a person that got borderline personality disorder, they handwriting changed. Sometimes when I look at my handwriting, I gotta sit here when my handwriting change. And when I go back to my notebooks or a planner or a daily planner, and I look at the handwriting, I'm like, look, Susie, why did you write this shit? I know you're like, Toy, are you fucking serious? I gotta give her a name and shit. And stuff like that. And then I write or something like that. Now, Susie, why did you write in red ink? My mom said, my mom was like, Toy, you are a mess. Because I have borderline personality disorder. So when you got borderline, this is some real shit for your ass. If you got borderline personality disorder and you writing in your notebook and your handwriting changed, you got borderline personality disorder. I been knew I had borderline. Before he even diagnosed me, I knew I had borderline personality disorder. I knew this shit. Because when a person that got borderline personality disorder, and you write, you go back to your fucking notebook and shit. Come on, Susie, now, why would you write in red ink? Girl, is you serious? I gotta give her a name. My mom be like, oh my God, Toy. You gotta give her, because borderline personality disorder is something else. And they don't got no pill for that. They don't got no pill for borderline personality disorder. They got a pill for depression. They got a pill for anxiety. They got a pill for schizoaffective. They got a pill for schizophrenia. They got a pill for bipolar 1, 2, and 3. They got a pill for all this shit, but they don't got no damn pill for borderline personality disorder. So when I write my notebooks and I go back to the notebook, all right, Susie, you done fucked up. You wrote this shit in red ink. Now I'm supposed to get this to the doctor. Look, to get this to the doctor. Now I gotta call a doctor and ask them to send me another letter. Or whatever. Because you wrote it in red ink. Susie, it gotta be either blue or black. This is how you gotta be with people, with a person like me that got borderline personality disorder. And it's easy for me to fly off the handle. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real with you. My boyfriend gonna look at this live, to be honest with you. With borderline personality disorder, I got at least, let's talk about it. Besides me, I got at least four people inside me. Real shit. That's with people that got multiple borderline personality disorder. Multiple. You know what I mean? And shit like that. Oh yeah, watch that movie. I'm gonna tell you what movie to watch. This movie is called Frankie and Alex, and Halle Berry's in that movie. Mind you, she got multiple borderline personality disorder. I got borderline personality disorder. I can't change my voice, nothing like that. But because I have borderline personality disorder, whatever I wrote, I'll be like, see, I didn't write that. I know you're like, Toy, for real? I didn't write that. That's exactly what I've been saying. Because I got all these mental health problems or whatever. And I'm good now. But with borderline personality disorder, they don't have a pill for that. So I have to have therapy, counseling. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. I know you're like, Toy, for real, I'm serious, y'all. So when I write in my notebook or in my diary, and I be pissed. I'm like, I don't normally write. I be pissed because I be like, I don't normally write in red ink. So I be mad. and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Red ink. I'm not making this shit up. Now I've been out of work for a minute. I've been out of work since 2023, right? So I got on my old job because I'm a former daycare teacher. So I got on my old job, and I got on their website on Facebook. No, I did it on Facebook, and then I did it off. I logged off Facebook and then researched it. I said, you know what? Now I gotta look for that letter, because it says, I looked at the letter, and then it says and it said at the end, Miss LaToya. I'm Miss LaToya, or whatever. So now I gotta sit up here and go and look for the card, because when I was a daycare teacher, this is no bullshit. When I was a daycare teacher, the parents was always sending me cards, yo. I know you're like, Toya, are you serious? When I was a daycare teacher or whatever, and people be like, Toya, what's up with the borderline personality disorder? I had it for a while, but I couldn't control it. It's not like multiple personality disorder. It's not like that. It's two different things. Borderline personality disorder is like when you writing something and you don't recognize your own handwriting. You know what I mean? Some people could change their voice and all that shit. That's why I say you need to go see the movie Frankie and Alex. That shit gonna in the beginning, you gonna be like, what the fuck? That's some real shit for your ass. You know what I mean? But like I said, they don't have a pill for borderline personality disorder. But I can't change my voice and stuff like that. But like with person with a borderline personality disorder, if I write notes and I write my diary or notes or my notebook or something like that, and I go back to it, I get mad because I knew it wasn't me that just wrote that. So it's me and plus 4 different borderline. It's me and 4 different personalities in me. Look, I know y'all like, Toya, are you fucking serious? I'm serious. Y'all gotta research it. I'm not the only one that's like this. That's why it's easy for me to fly off the handle. You know what I mean? Look, like, it's easy for me to snap out. It's easy for me, you know what I mean? My boyfriend won't see this live. Yeah, I got borderline personality disorder. I had borderline personality disorder since I was what? 36? I know I had it. Because my handwriting changed all the time. And like, if you want to know about borderline personality, you research it. All you gotta do is write it in your phone or tablet or whatever. It'll tell you what it really is. They don't got no pill for that shit. So when I get mad when I write shit. When I write in my diary and shit and I get mad, I'll be like, this is not my handwriting. And guess what, y'all? And I finally told my mom. Or whatever. It's a personality. You see, it said borderline personality disorder. So whatever personality that's inside me, you know what I mean? They writing. They writing for me. You know what I mean? Look, my handwriting look different. Now, you know what I mean? When I go and renew my lease, they probably gonna be like, Toya, look, Miss Patterson, look, what? Or whatever and stuff like that. That's why I be trying to write neat and try to write like Toya would write, because I have borderline personality, and I knew this. And the thing is, my sister said, "Oh my God, you got that shit?" Yes, and I literally told my sister, "This shit is hilarious." I ain't gonna lie to you. At one point in time, I was to get freaked out, but now because I had it so long, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Like, you need to really go watch that movie called Frankie and Alex. And with her, she had multiple personality disorders. You know what I mean? And she could change her voice. She could change her handwriting and all that. I don't do the voice. I don't change the voices and all that. I have borderline. So when I write something, my damn handwriting look different every fucking time. You know what I mean? And I be sitting here like, yo, this is shit. I'm like, this shit is for the birds, yo. This shit some funny shit for your ass. I have to laugh about this shit, because if I don't, I'm gonna be pissed off and sad. You gotta laugh that shit off, because if you don't, you're gonna snap. But I knew I had that shit, because my handwriting switched up. My handwriting changed, or whatever and stuff like that. That's why I give the personalities inside me names and shit and stuff like that. And people don't think that shit is not real. You better watch the movies. You better watch them documentaries about mental health or whatever and stuff. And you got mental health in my family bad, yo. And borderline personality disorder. They don't have a pill for that. Or whatever and stuff like that. And that's what they're sitting here saying. And then I sit here and think, and my mom be like, Toya, you don't think if you get pregnant again, the baby will have some type of problem like yours? I don't know. Because come to find out, when a woman is pregnant, the baby got his own blood. This baby got his own, which all you doing is, all the mother is doing is giving the baby nutrients. Whatever the mother eats, the baby gets it. And then on top of that, come to find out, any medication the mother gotta take, it don't go to the baby at all. I found this out when the last time I was pregnant. I found that out. I found out a lot of stuff after I lost that baby. I found out my blood type. I found out how universal my blood type is. I found out all kinds of stuff after I lost that baby. And stuff like that, and I was praying to God I would have that baby, because look how long I waited to get pregnant again. Not a lot of people, and there's people my age still out there getting pregnant. Look, I'm just me, and guess what made me feel better about the ordeal? I did cry for days, but dang, I wasn't. Guess what? I found out I wasn't the only one lost their baby. January 29th. I'm not the only one lost the baby. I'm not the only one lose my baby that day. It was a couple women lost their babies that day. And so I'm sitting here praying to God. And like I said, borderline personality disorder don't have no pills, so it ain't no sense. You know what I mean? I have to have therapy for that and stuff. But like I said, it's laughable. Because at one point in time, I used to be like, what the fuck is going on with my ass? I used to say that. You know what I mean? My mom got anxiety. My dad got PTSD. You know what I mean? My brother skipped my brother. It skipped my older sister, Sean. And guess what? Me and Lynn end up with the mental health problems. Yeah? Or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you the truth. When Lynette died, it got worse. When Lynette passed away, it got worse. My mental health got worse. It got bad. My health went down the hill. My sister died. Now I grieved too long. People are like, damn, yeah. That's why I would tell anybody, look, if you grieve for a little while and then stop grieving and just let God handle it. Because if you grieve too long, 9 out of 10, you're gonna end up stressed the fuck out. You're gonna end up grieving. You're gonna end up putting a hurting on your body. You're gonna end up losing hair. You're gonna end up losing weight. You're gonna end up, you know what I mean? Grief will kill you. And I grieved that long. And my sister died, 2006? I was grieving for a long damn time. Because she died so young. My sister died at 29. I was 22 when she died. So therefore, I'm sitting here you expect for your sister to still be living. Her diabetes was not no joke. Her diabetes was crazy, yo. That's what made me be okay with my diabetes. Like I try to tell my boyfriend, like, my diabetes is good. You know what I mean? I didn't ask for this. And that's how I sit here and tell my boyfriend, like, I'm going to work out, but on my time. Right now, I'm thinking about what kind of workout regimen I can do. You know what I mean? Because on some real shit, you can sit there and your sugar can drop, losing weight. Like I was working at the nursing home. I worked at the nursing home back in 2021? Literally fell out in the nursing home because my sugar dropped down to 60. And I'm type 2. So like I keep telling him, it don't matter how much I lose weight. It's in my bloodstream. So if I get pregnant again, I'll be praying to God the baby don't get nothing. Or whatever. I've been praying to God the baby don't get nothing. And then I know because I'm type 2, I know I'm going to have a big ass baby too. So I might have to have a C-section if I end up getting pregnant again. You know what I mean? Because diabetics give birth to big ass babies. My friend. She got the same shit my sister got. Type 1, type juvenile. And guess what? She said, Toya, my baby was big as shit. 10 pounds and 21 ounces. Big ass baby. Look, I already know if I get pregnant again, I'm high risk. And that baby gonna be big as shit. Yeah. And it's always your age. I'll tell any female, if you can try, I wouldn't, mind you, I wouldn't never tell a woman, don't try to get pregnant. If that's what you really want. That's one thing about me. That's one thing I can say about me. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what not to do. That's why I hate when other people do it to me. Tell me what not to do. My dad, prime example. You know, you sickly. Don't you know I don't even consider myself sickly? Because people with epilepsy have healthy babies. Or whatever. And people with diabetes. Don't be hit me with that. My sugars be good as hell. Yeah. And the only thing I said, with a better regimen, with a person that's a type 2 diabetic, I can work out, but I can't work out too much, or it'll be too much. My sugar will drop. That's what I'm trying to tell him, my boyfriend. He said, babe, for real? Yeah. My sister, Lynette, I'm going to be real with you. Lynette, if Lynette gained weight and something like that, and she decided to, like, work out or whatever, listen, I'm not making this shit up. When Lynn gained some good weight and she wanted to lose it, I put her in the hospital so many times. Because when you work out or whatever and stuff like that, it's going to put her in the hospital because it's going to drop her sugar. Type 2 ain't no different. I'll probably take the pill. But still no. I still got to watch my damn sugar. You know what I mean? Like I said, I had 2 seizures this month. And I'm hoping, praying to God, I don't have one for a year. I hope it don't never come. I hope it just let me go ahead and be great. There's some stuff my boyfriend don't know. He don't know the half. You get tired of the doctor saying the little stuff they be saying too. You know what I mean? Let me be great. And like I said in my other life, you gonna reap what you sow. Like when you talk about people's families, it's like a karma, like manifestation. Please, I tell anybody, I'm so glad y'all on my life. Please do not talk negative about nobody's family, and please don't talk negative about anybody, because when you do that, it manifests. And you put your family member, you put and you know what karma will do? Oh, for real? Karma will, all right, well, I'm a target your family, one of your family members. I try to tell people stuff, and it's like go over their fucking heads. That's why I said when you talk negative, or you talk with the sharp tongue, or you talking about somebody, or you talk about somebody's family member, 9 out of 10, that shit gonna manifest. Or whatever. Satan's gonna throw a curveball at you twice. Because when my sister passed away, and some people I'm beefing with, you know what I mean? Maybe 2 people I'm beefing with. But the other individual just sharp tongue. Once you sit here and talk about my sister and my family, that shit will manifest. I'm telling you, stop doing it, because all you doing is hurting yourself. You know what I mean? I noticed that. And guess what? It manifests. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like talking about people, family members. I don't like talking about people, because that manifests. Your sharp tongue, people don't get it. Your sharp tongue is the worst. You're my period. You better off not talking about nobody, really. Because if you do, 9 out of 10, like I said, it manifests. When you sit there and talk something negative about somebody, or you don't like somebody, let that shit roll off your back. Because if you don't, and you talk about that person, and whatever, that shit gonna manifest. And Satan gonna target one of your family members. Or whatever. Or karma. You know what I mean? Karma and Satan play the same game. You know what I mean? They play the same game. Look, real talk. I'm being real with you. That's why I refuse to talk about people's family. Like there's one individual, Toya, you're a narcissist. No, I'm not a narcissist. I gave you advice and you didn't like my advice. So you want to call me a narcissist and you want to call me names and stuff like that. And I'm literally telling you for your own benefit. If you don't take my advice, that's on you. But when you do stuff, 9 out of 10, it's going to backfire on you. I always say this in my life. I say this to me in my life and you still don't get it yet? I literally tell you this and you still don't get it yet. And you want to sit here and then you wonder why Satan is targeting your family and shit. You talk about my sister bad as hell. Lynette, my sister was in here to even defend herself. And you talking about my sister. And then look what happened. Manifestation is real. Me and my cousin, my age, we're not even these type of people because we're Christians. I don't like talk about people's family. I don't talk about people's family. This shit, manifestation is real. You talk about somebody's family, 9 out of 10, that shit gonna blow up in your face, and then you gonna be like, oh shit, one of my family members or siblings is getting targeted. Satan never played fair. I ain't been in church since 2019, and I always tell my boyfriend too. Every time you say something negative about God, 9 out of 10, Satan love that shit. Every time you say something negative about God, Satan love that shit. He gonna sit there and laugh in the sidelines. He wants you to say that shit. I've been a Christian too long to know to not say certain shit. Because Satan he open to everything. He hear every little word you say. So when you say something negative about something, or you say something negative about God, or you sit here saying why I'm a Christian, Satan said, I love that answer he just said. I love that he said that. It was great that he said that. Look, what the fuck is you giving the enemy any attention for? I've been a Christian too damn long, or whatever, come on, man. And the reason why is because music producers. But I said you shouldn't, and I said this to him. That's probably why we don't talk about it no more. I was like, you shouldn't be saying this if your mom or your family is in Christianity. If your mom and them and your family is in Christianity, you should not be saying stuff like that. If you got an uncle that's a deacon, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that. If you got a person, a family member that's a minister or a pastor, you shouldn't be saying this stuff. That's why I be sitting here saying that music, certain music or whatever and stuff like that, music will do it. I mean, music literally throws straight up messages. Straight up messages. And I'm a big Beyonce fan. I love Cardi B. I like Megan Thee Stallion. Beyonce, I hear a lot of stuff about this girl. But you know, I don't say nothing. You know why I don't say nothing? You know why I'm not going to sit here and say nothing bad about her? Because she's another black woman. And Cardi B is another Dominican woman. I'm not talking about these people. And Megan Thee Stallion is another black woman. I'm not doing this. I don't like Sexy Red, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, she's another black woman. Jay-Z, I can't say nothing negative about him. He's another black man. Because to be honest with you, to be real with it, white people love when you talk about them, black people like that. See, white people say you gonna find the real life. Like, it's still KKK out here. So when you sit up here and talk about black people and talk about celebrity black people, 9 out of 10, them white people love that shit. When you talk about talk about black people, mind you, my man is albino, and I be saying, you're albino, but you're still a black man. But at the same time, like I told him, Satan love this shit. That feed his ego. I'm not feeding his fucking ego. He ain't did shit for me or whatever, but stop me in my tracks every time. Every time I seen that shit for years. Every time I try to do good for myself, and I notice this shit. Every time something I want to do good for myself or do good for myself, he stopped everything. Look, my nail drill is broke. He did that on purpose. My vacuum cleaner is broke, so I can't clean. He did that shit on purpose. He made me run out of cleaning stuff to clean my apartment. He did that shit on purpose. My stove looked like it needed to be, it just looked like I need a new stove, and he did that shit on purpose. So like I told my boyfriend, do not give that enemy that type of power, because he love that shit. You know what I mean? And that's why I sit here and said, I never was a bully. I never talked about people. Like, that's why that's why I sit here and said in one of my lives, I should have 1 trillion friends, because I don't mind making, at my age 41, and I got a lot of friends. I don't mind making more friends. You know what I mean? Because I'm friendly as shit, or whatever. But like the last individual, me and her had it out, because I guess she wanted me to agree with her and I didn't. And then she turned around and called me a narcissist. And I'm literally trying to tell her some real shit that she did wrong, and they don't want to hear it. I'm telling you, when you try to give people advice and you give them the real truth, and you tell them something or whatever, they go against you and be like, you're a narcissist and all this stuff. How I'm a narcissist? I'm trying to tell you what's real and what happened to you, but you don't want to hear this shit. That's why. So then you want to sit here and say, I'm all this. I'm not neither of them. And then they sit there and say that about you, or whatever, and shit like that. Man, I'm telling you, like, if you sit there and try to give your friend advice, they do, and then when you give your friend advice or something like that, and they get mad at you when you give it to them, because they don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? If you give them advice or something, they're going to go against you because what you said. I'm not making this shit up. This is real life, and this is some real shit. And now I be telling my friends, like, why you don't even ask me nothing? Because if you ask me something, or you want my advice and I give you the right advice and you don't take it, and then you want to be offensive and get mad at me because I told you that, then what's the sense of you asking me anything then? Make it make sense. I'm 41 years old. I lived. I'm 41. For me to get 41 years old, I had to live. Live. You know what I mean? Like, the hell? Like, people just be like, I'm 41 years old. People that's younger than me. My cousin, she just turned 40 Sunday? Or whatever and stuff like that. I'm 41. She just turned 40. Like, if you don't want to hear I'll tell people this now. If you don't want to hear the truth, don't ask me nothing. That's exactly how I do people now. If you don't want to hear the truth, don't ask me nothing or whatever, because I'm not going to do this or whatever. I'm 41 years old. In November this year, I'm going to be 42 and stuff like that. I give people advice and do my own advice as well, because to be honest with you, like, now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, all right, I'll try to figure it out, because I'm like, all right, I got epilepsy. I was diagnosed in 2022. So, and this is 2026. They did all the testing in the world. They put wires on my head. Back then, last December, They put wires on my head. No seizure activity. And you know what my neurologist said? I don't know what's going on with you. Look, you know why you can't find nothing? Because it's God. That's exactly what I said to him. And he just looked at me, and she just looked at me and was like, it's God. Like, I had to get checked 5 times for an aneurysm. I had to get a procedure done, so you know I got to get under anesthesia. They checked me for that too, 5 times. I don't have an aneurysm. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, how many times I gotta keep getting wires on my head? How many times I gotta keep doing this stuff? How many times I gotta keep getting MRIs? How many times? God is doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something because he will not. They don't have no freaking clue. Now ain't no seizure activity, but I still get them. The last seizure I just fucking had, I had a seizure March 22nd. And they kept me to the next day. Or whatever. You know why they kept me? Because my seizure was bad. That's how I knew it was bad. And like I told my friend from high school, it's diabetes. And I know you're like, Toya, stop playing. It's diabetes. I'm starting to, I know y'all, I do a lot of, see, that's one thing, I mean, I don't know why you don't do nothing, you just be over there sleep. No, I don't be just over here sleep. I really believe that my epilepsy is coming from diabetes. You know why? Because Lynette used to have seizures and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Lynette used to have a little bit of seizures and stuff like that. My sister that passed away in 2006. She used to have seizures and stuff like that because diabetes ain't no joke. It don't matter if you got juvenile, type 1, type 2. It's still diabetes. They play in the same field. Then you got to watch what you eat. I'm going to eat a lot of stuff. Or whatever. And stuff like that. And I might have to take a pill because I probably ate this baked chicken. And I don't know. I guess when I was cooking it yesterday, I was just too happy cooking it. Because it was a little salty. Or whatever. I try to bake my food more than fry. And I'm telling you now, I don't even like baked fish, yo. Like baked salmon. Maybe I'm doing it wrong or something. But I'm like, usually my baked salmon used to come out good. But I don't know what the hell is going on now. But all I do is fry it. But at the same time, diabetes, I'm going to tell you what diabetes is for real. I'm going to tell you, you got to watch what you eat. You got to check your sugar. You got to watch your weight. That's why they always want diabetics to work out. And like I said, I am going to work out. Or whatever, but I got to do the type of workout where I don't lose a little bit of my cushion back there that I already have. I got something back there. And I don't want to lose it. This is what I'm trying to tell my boyfriend. I don't want to lose what I got back there. I got enough back there where I don't want to lose it. So I got to figure out what type of exercise regimen I could take or do. You know what I mean? Because you can't, with diabetes, you can't exercise too much. Your sugar will drop. You can't, you know what I mean? You got to eat the right foods. Listen, when I tell you, I don't eat no fried foods like that. Or whatever and stuff like that. I'm gonna see if I can get myself an air fryer one day. But other than that, it's keep your sugar up. Keep your sugar in the minimum. It can't be low and it can't be too high. Then you gotta watch what you eat. I don't eat too much fried foods and all that. And whatever and stuff. And I don't even do that. My chickens is always baked. My salmon is probably fried. Or whatever. But if I get this air fryer, it might could change all of that. I don't guess what, y'all. I don't even eat Wendy's. I don't eat McDonald's. I know y'all like to. I really cook at home. Sometimes my boyfriend, sometimes we all have Chinese food, pizza. That's not every fucking day. I drink water every day. Because with diabetes, you be thirsty as shit. I know when I was pregnant, I was always thirsty. I mean, I sucked he bought, you know, them 24 packs of water from Walmart. I drank like the whole packs in 2-3 days. He's like, oh my God, I gotta go get more water. That's because I was pregnant. Because when I'm being pregnant and having type 2 diabetes, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be real with it. It's a little challenge because you always thirsty, and now I ain't pregnant no more, but I'm always thirsty for some reason. God, I gotta have water. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be honest, soda don't do for me. That's probably why my face is clear, because I don't drink soda. I don't drink soda. I don't drink none of that stuff or whatever. I can't. Diet sodas, you know what I mean? But this is what I be talking about. But I gotta figure out another exercise regimen if I want to be, you know what I mean, fit. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Because I know I'm going to outlive my mom and stuff. I don't eat pork or beef. I don't eat pork or beef. So I eat chicken, turkey, and salmon. And I was sitting here just telling him, my boyfriend, that we're going to have lamb chops for Easter. Because some people don't believe. The only reason why I found out about Palm Sunday is they said it on the radio. Because they don't even got Palm Sunday on the calendar. All they got is Easter. And then you got to look on there to see when Easter is on the calendar. Like the calendar that's supposed to go on your wall, you ain't going. But the calendar that's in your phone, oh yeah, it's not even going to say that. It's only going to say Easter. So the Palm Sunday just threw my mom off. Because usually every Easter, every Palm Sunday, we go to church. It's hard to get, the Living Pine Hill, it's hard to find a church. And I'm sitting here trying to pray about it because I'm like, I know I have to go back. Or whatever, because I'm not just a Christian. I'm a Mormon too. You know what I mean? I'm a Mormon and a Christian. Or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, maybe I need to go back. Maybe I need to go back to the Mormon church. Like my aunt. My aunt is funny. And she's 89 years old. So you could be a missionary. And the reason why I'm going to tell you, she said there and said I should be a missionary because I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do no hookah. I don't do nothing. Okay? That's why my aunt keeps talking about I should be a missionary. I told her my aunt's 41 years old. They want missionaries that's in their 20s. She said, really? Yes, they want missionary. I'm too old to be a missionary. But she said, but Toya, you don't do nothing. I probably can go to the Mormon temple with no problem. Or whatever. I used to be, years ago, I used to be addicted to Percocets and oxycodone. And whatever. But not no more. I've been clean almost 17 years. So I haven't, you know what I mean? I don't do nothing or whatever. And my boyfriend used to be like, when we started dating, he like, this don't bother you? No. I ain't smoked weed in years. I ain't drink in years. I've been clean for years. That's why it's important for you to do, like, that's why she talking about missionary. But I'm too old to be a missionary. I'm 41 years old. I can't be no damn missionary. Look. But my mom sit there and was like, maybe you should just probably go ahead and go back to the Mormon church. Because she said that we belong there too. Because I'm Mormon and a Christian. And I'm going to have to make this live I'm about to get off, y'all, because my phone just told me it's on 15%. So I don't know how long I've been talking to you. But I'm also on YouTube. I'm going to do a lot more on YouTube, too. I'm putting my videos on YouTube. Because I do got a YouTube page and a YouTube account and all that stuff. I'm going to be doing nails on there and stuff like that. That's why I'm sitting here and I hope the director for Empire Beauty School call me back. So I could go back to school. Or whatever. And stuff like that. I don't have, my nose ain't done because I don't got no nail drill. So I'm like irritated, y'all. Like I'm really I'm not used to not having my nails done. And this hair, it's a wig. Because I alopecia. But like I said, that's why I don't want to get pregnant quick. Because I want them pills. I want them hair vitamins. Bad as hell. Then I gotta get my lip pierced again. Because, you know, it don't supposed to poke out like this. It don't supposed to be out like that. So, but I'm about to get off of here. Thank you for listening to my live. I really appreciate y'all, Facebook friends. And I'll see y'all another time. Bye. Thank you.